But anyway, yeah, man, I do think that picture that you put up, Anthony Blinken, that's pretty foreboding for sure. Uh,
Something to think about.
I can't even imagine the shit they said. Like, what would you even say? Listen, man, I need you guys to not be maniacal, genocidal, homicidal fucks for 5 minutes, you know? And they're all just like, best I can do is genocide, you know? And you're just like,
Like,
I laugh and you
I
laugh, but
just
it's true. That's
yes,
probably the gist of the conversation.
yeah. Like, hey
What can
guys,
I do?
could you just like not murder your own people real quick so we could, and then like does not murder any Israelite. Like, let's just for like a week, let's just not murder anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Just so like we can get health and aid in here real quick, and I'll go talk to Israel, and we just won't murder anyone for like a week. And they
Can you
look,
hold off until after the election so we don't have to fight off starting World War III on the campaign trail?
and then their question is, well, who's gonna
Carry the
who's
boats.
yeah who's who's gonna carry the boats? No, who do you think's gonna win? Is it gonna be another Biden or is it gonna be someone else?
I'm just saying, like that guy has an impossible job.
I
I
don't
don't
envy
envy
him.
that. Because let's be real, man. I think let's
How much does
we're
Secretary
talking
of
about
State make?
I don't know, but here's a good closing thought. Okay, I had a conversation one time with one of the better master sergeants, and in my career that I met, I was a young staff sergeant, and we had a lieutenant on my flight who was not doing very well, right, at leading. A lot of mistakes. He had made some mistakes, like in his off time as well, that kind of
Mm-hmm.
got public, and the flight definitely was kind of turning against this LT. And I remember he pulled this master sergeant. He pulled us aside, like the NCOs, and was like, "Listen, I get it. There's some mistakes being made, some public mistakes, and some big mistakes. But at the end of the day, you should want to see that lieutenant succeed
Yeah,
because he needs to be successful. And if he can't be and he fucks up and he fails, that's on him. But you should never want to see him fail. And that's the point I'm making. And I remember that conversation because it can be applied in a lot of different ways. You know, I don't want to see Joe Biden fail, even though I don't like Joe Biden, right?
yeah.
I don't like most
There's
politicians, but
there's still
I don't want to
there's
see
still
them
the
fail.
pilot slash co-pilot slash navigator of the aircraft we're in,
Right.
and if
Just
they
like people,
fail, we're crashing to the
Mhm.
ground.
I don't want to, it would have been terrific if Joe Biden solved every problem the United States has. That
Yeah,
would have been terrific. I would that wow, okay, cool. You proved me wrong. I'm glad that happened. You know what I
yeah.
mean? It shouldn't matter where it comes from. And that's too much of that. It needs to come from this side for it to be okay with me. And so I don't want to see him fail. I don't want to see any of them fail. I would love to get off this fucking carnival ride without radiation poisoning or being turned into a shadow on the wall, like at the Peace Museum there in Hiroshima.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't want anything like that to happen. You should want your president. You should want them to be successful. Doesn't mean they're not beneath being criticized. They should be criticized. But at the end of the day, I was just getting at looking at him, that very defeated look, right? That isn't him just tired. Like that's him tired on 100 levels. That's him frustrated. It looks like failure to me. You know, it
He's
just sucks.
upset that he
That
can't solve
sucks.
this one.
It sucks.
Yeah,
And I mean, you can say what you want about politicians, and all politicians are cunts, whatever. It's
he's still a human.
most part. Well, he's still a human, but he also is, trying to avoid World War III